too often in medicine. Those of you in hospice, how many times do we walk into a new family's home? Don't tell them we're on hospital. Turn your name tag around, right? How many times when we meet the patient do they say, don't tell my family I'm on hospice? Our ability to tell the truth, even when it's apparent, is so different. Focusing on the physician side of it to give you insight for those of you who aren't. It's very hard for doctors to tell the truth, even to each other. This is really where I would argue this specialty palliative medicine has come to own itself as a specialty. There's a lot of overlaps in what we do with symptom management, with pain specialists, pain medicine, with GI specialists, with procedures, psychiatrists, psychologists. There's a lot of overlap. That's why we're an interdisciplinary team. We rely on our chaplains, our social workers. We can't do this work alone as a physician. Yet the notion or the truth of prognosis lies in the realm of a physician. This is what we're trained in. Is to put all the pieces together, put all the medical history together, and to look into that proverbial crystal ball that everyone asks us, how much time do I have? What does this mean? And to give an answer. And often we battle it. Why? When we ask. Because up until 2008, palliative medicine was not a specialty. When I trained in medical school, I never had one bit of exposure to hospice, other than when I was finally an intern on the oncology service. And the nurse would say, go in there and get the DNR so they can go home on hospice. I thought hospice was a capital H kind of place. And you needed to have a DNR, and you couldn't get blood, and that was that. That was my learning and teaching in hospice. Palliative care was not even a word in my circle. And I was in hematology and bone marrow transplant. So it's not a doctor's fault for being ignorant, but we are ignorant in this world. And while that's changing, thanks to the creation of this as a specialty, bona fide, board certifiable, put the certificate on your wall specialty, and thanks to fellowship programs coming into existence, and thanks to community hospitals now creating outreach programs, so we can actually go to people's homes, like Palo Alto Medical Foundation, Kaiser, UCSF is starting to do it. UCSF, while I was there, the rotation for medical students was the #1, most highly sought after, most impacted rotation as an elective. Go figure. Every single time a student would show up on the rotation, I would ask, why are you here? What had you choose this? I really don't want to be here. I'm really afraid. I think it's going to be really hard and I'm scared. But my friends all said I should do this. It's kind of like going to the dentist. You know it's good for you, so you just go. What is that fear? So I would acknowledge it and say, this will be hard. This may be scary. It will likely be emotional. And what will sound completely ridiculous for me to say, but what I give you my word, what I promise you, is we will have fun. And they just look at me. I said, I know. But for those who have worked with me clinically, as Cher can attest to this, we have fun in the work we do. Because what we do is relentlessly seek the truth. And once we know that individual's truth in that moment, then the clarity of what there is for us to do is so easy and straightforward. This is actually what the article in the New York Times then points to, and it's the talk that I gave the last time at San Francisco End of Life Care Network, which is what I call my magic wand question. When we give someone the freedom to really pause for a moment and discover what matters most to them, and give them the space to answer it authentically, no expectation, no context that it has to fit into like a medical system or a doctor's office or even a family's home, just them, what they wish for has never been cure me, has never been make my disease go away. I've asked this question thousands of times. They answer like this, and they answer with what matters most to them. I want to be home with my garden. I want to travel to see my family. I want to go shopping. Simple things that we get all riled and excited about, to them they come true. So when we get curious, discover actually what someone's truth is, what they want, what they wish, life gets really fun. Not so scary.